And now it's time for my favorite segment for the week, which is the DIY on a Thursday. So today I'm going to start a small series of items that, since in the rhythm of Christmas, in the spirit of Christmas, small items that could make some pretty nice gifts. So today I'm going to make what's called a jewelry rack or a jewelry caddy. And as we see over here, I have my material laid out already. So let's explain what this is about. So you're going to need 16 2-inch screws. These are fine thread screws. You can get cabinet screws at your local hardware store. Over here, I have some pieces of lumber that's cut. So for the base, I have a 2x4 that is cut to 10 inches. I also have a middle piece, and over here you'll see 2 holes in them, and you'll see why I need these 2 holes later on. The top piece I have here, this is 11.5 inches. Just to recall, this is 10 inches as well. We have 2 side pieces that will go up, and you'll see what's going on with those. These are 8 inches each. And then we have some braces over here that are also 11.5 inches. So the top is 11.5, the braces are 11.5, and you're going to see why. So you need to assemble it in this exact order just to make your life a little bit easier. So we're going to put the sides on at first. So what we're going to do is take the base, put it sideways. All right. And what we're going to do is line up the edges. And from there, you pre-drill your pilot holes, as I normally say. All right. And before drilling happens, let's ensure that we're safe. So I'm going to protect the eyes. Remember to keep safe when you're working, because it's very important to protect yourself when you're doing these types of projects. All right. So we're going to put the first screw in, followed by the second. Again, we want to ensure that you assemble it in this exact order, because you could run into problems otherwise if you don't. Now we're going to flip it to the other side so we could get this side piece on as well. Again, guys, these pilot holes were pre-drilled just in the essence of time, and so I could get this done while you're looking. Just want to ensure that my edges are lined up nicely. Then we drive in the other one. If Lisa was on set, she would want to play with the drill a little bit and drive in the screws. But she's not on set today, so no fun there. All right, so this middle piece goes in now, and that's because when we put the top piece, you wouldn't be able to access it, so you want to ensure that you do it in this order as I mentioned. All right, so you're going to line it up. In this case, just put a little pressure so that it stays aligned, because it's trying to run away from me here right now. So here we go. First screw goes in. Again, look and ensure that it's lined up. Now, you're probably wondering about the holes that I drilled in here. I used something that's called a spade bit. And what that bit does is puts a sizable hole in the lumber that you're trying to drill, so you can put your dowels in afterward. We're going to flip it over. And again, it's easier to work from the top going down as compared to trying to do it from the side. So that's why I'm doing it in this way. And that's why I recommend this order, just so that it makes your life a lot easier. Line up here, and then we drill. Next screw going in. All right, so now we are the easy part. This is the top. Again, this is 11.5. Why it's 11.5? Because the base is 10, and this middle piece is 10 as well. So that is the total distance inside, but you need to account for the width of the sides as well. Each one here is 3/4 inch. That's the general size you would get at your hardware store. So you want to line it up, and you must account for that extension, so that when you put it on top, it's flush. So just a reminder, what I'm making here right now is a jewelry rack. And I could make a nifty gift idea for some of you in the spirit of Christmas, or birthdays, or anything. So in lieu of buying jewelry, you could make them a jewelry rack and they could put the jewelry they already have on it. Maybe they'd appreciate it just as much. All right, and this screw goes in now. Finally, you're gonna put some side braces here. As I said, these are 11.5 as well. For the same reason, you have to account for the extension of the sides. What we need to do is measure and mark to ensure that they are even and level. Spin it around. I'm a right-hander, so that's why it's easier for me to spin it around and work from that side. Last piece. All right, we are almost there. And finally, last one. Time to get her in there. And these little two pieces, if you're wondering what they're for, well, now you see. Just put them right in the hole there. And you can use these to hang bracelets or chains or watches or anything like that. And here you have your completed jewelry caddy. All right, so Rishi, what do you think, boy?
Fancy. I would rather the jewelry, but fine, I'll take this. I'll take this too. And you could put like a nice little sponge in the middle and you could like lay out your chain as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you could do things like that. You could put little like ring boxes inside here, you know, and once this is finished up nicely, stained, sanded, you know, it'll be a nice little piece.
I like it, but make me something next week. Something that I would be able to take home as my Christmas present.
Really?
Sure.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. I'll try to figure it out.
Thank you very much, Khary.
Maybe I'll make a cricket bat for you or something.
Thank you very much, Khary.